Hello again, and welcome to Sabiduria de Trystin, episode number 5. Wow, we are now in the middle of the week of April. 3rd week of April at that. How the time has flew since the last time I did an episode. I was hoping to do one every week, but that didn't work out so well, did it? Not to say that life has not been a little busy here. We are still working on loads of fitness videos, from chair fitness to Nagna Yoga, Nagna Fitness, Nagna Chair Fitness, and Chair Yoga, and yoga, donation-based yoga. Just a lot of movement. And you can call me talking to you yoga as well, because it's yoga for the mind, just to make you think. And a lot of things have been happening again this week, although it has now been officially a month since I have been in lockdown with my family. Pressure is building. I can see it amongst my kids, my husband, our finances. And I'm quite sure that whoever's listening to me now, you're feeling the pressure as well. So it comes to mind whenever I feel pressure, when I'm just being in the moment, when I'm allowing the divine to speak through me or to speak to me, and just being part of my environment. In order for a diamond to appear, a coal must go through extreme pressure. So I always like to look at the better things or the flip side of things. Being on lockdown with your family, having to be creative to get some jobs, to get some income into your household, having to do jobs that you have never thought or nor imagined that you would think would be essential. When I was growing up, I had a lot of people trying to get me to either be a doctor or a nurse or an attorney. I was on the path to becoming an attorney. I loved the law, I loved the defending of the justice. But parents don't always tell your child, go to school so you can become a bag clerk, a manager for a supermarket. Or maybe one day you can esteem yourself to become a restaurant worker. Yay! And yet, if it wasn't for those truckers and restaurant workers, janitors, garbage pickup individuals, recycling, we wouldn't be able to function as well. So I thank those frontline workers. A lot of people are thanking the doctors and the nurses, and they deserve a lot of thanks. They are in it deep. I don't know how I would feel to see a lot of patients on a daily basis at the brink of death, and to see such desperation in their faces, or fear and the lack of hope to see in those patients when they're in the throes of the virus. I give you the utmost props and the utmost thanks and love and support. But I also want to thank the restaurant workers that continue to go to work, the post office people that continue to go to work, so that way I can get my mail, get the stimulus checks that everybody's so hoping for, get the food so that way we don't have to go outside and get food. Thank you, farmers, for growing the food so that we can pick it up at the grocery store. There's a lot of individuals we need to thank, and I'm going to sit here and say thank you to them right now. But I'm also going to say thank you to those who are in our four walls with our families. I hope they're not driving you crazy. Mine have moments to drive me nuts. But I say that with a smile, because I know there's people out there that can't see their families right now and would probably enjoy 5 minutes of being crazy with their family and just get a smile to say, I'm home. Or there's people out there that will never be able to see their family member again and can't appreciate just the 5 minutes of them driving them crazy for a brief moment in time, because they're no longer on this planet. They have moved on. They have transitioned into a whole new world. So if you find yourself today feeling frustrated, feeling scared, feeling anxious, feeling overwhelmed of all different emotions that I have no words for, in any language of mine. No lo tengo en español, no lo tengo en ASL, and I don't have them in English. And I just don't have any words to explain or to say of what you may be feeling. But there is a prayer that I think is really, really meaningful today. And if not today, every day. And I learned this when I went to go support someone that I truly love. When I went to go to Anon, and when I was studying yoga for recovering addicts to assist people who were going through addictions. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Some of you may anyway. It's called the Serenity Prayer. And I really did enjoy it when I learned it years ago, because it's not just for addictions, it's for everyday life. Because think about it. This virus has us on lockdown. I am quite sure if it was your choice, you would not want to be on lockdown. You do not want to be told when to go out and what to wear, how to wear it, what to do, where to stay away from. I'm quite sure a lot of people don't like those rules being placed upon them. Even though they may have some sense to it, they just don't like it. It's not in their control. You not going to work and not having any money to put into your bank account so you can feed your babies, feed your families, pay for the roof over your head, pay those bills that are coming at you with all they got. I am quite sure it is not in your control. And because it's not in your control, it has you frustrated and pulling out your hair in all sense of emotions. So with that, I think it is very much appropriate to be saying the Serenity Prayer. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it goes like this. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things I can. And wisdom to know the difference. I have the serenity to accept that I cannot go to work right now and meet all the beautiful people I meet on a daily basis and work out with them and train them and lead them into an amazing workout. I accept that change. I accept the change that I have to see myself on a screen, on a camera, teaching people from behind the screen on a camera, an invigorating, awesome workout without seeing their energy, without seeing their faces. I have the courage to go on every day to an empty room with me and my camera and the beautiful lights that I put on to teach an invigorating class to those who may see it at a later time. And I know with the wisdom granted to me that it's something I can do now. And breaking into the gym is not something that I can do. So I'm grateful for that wisdom. So whether you want to say, God grant me the wisdom, grant me the serenity, grant me the courage, or you just want to say, grant me the serenity. Whatever your higher self is, connect with it. This is the time for it. This is the time to get all those honeydews done. This is the time to become creative, to see what you can do. Don't allow the negativity. Don't allow the fear. Don't allow the low energies to chain you down and keep you stuck. The lotus flower needs mud to grow, to become beautiful. Without the mud, there is no lotus flower. Without the pressure, there is no diamond. Without the pressure of all of those organic beings that were on this planet years ago, there'd be no oil. There'll be no fuel for our tanks, for our cars. Sometimes we need to go through pressure to be the best of ourselves. So be the better you. Use this time to find your greatest self. And if you need someone to talk to, if you're lonely, if you're staring at four walls and crying, and if you're in a depressive state, please, there are plenty of resources out there. Call someone. Allow someone to give you that leg up, that step up, that light upon your darkness. We won't be in the dark for too long. Every seed has to blossom. Every caterpillar has to come out of its cocoon and become a butterfly. This is just a transition, people. Just allow yourself to have the serenity to accept these things that you cannot change. Have the courage to change that you can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the both of them. I wish you an awesome day. Many blessings to you all, and namaste.